South Africa confirms 77 cases of new COVID super variant, bringing global total to 83.
Here's a summary of the article.
A super variant with 32 mutations which could evade vaccines has been found in 22 people in South Africa, authorities in that country have confirmed. 1.529 strain has caused an international alert after it was identified in clusters in South Africa, Botswana and Hong Kong. The South African government said on Thursday that 22 cases of B1. Prior to the update, 6 cases had been reported in South Africa, 3 in Botswana and 1 in Hong Kong. 2 people who recently returned to Hong Kong from South Africa have been confirmed as having the variant, but due to strict quarantine rules it is believed that small cluster has been contained. The UK Health Security Agency officials said it continues to monitoring the developments in South Africa. UK officials said there have been no cases identified of the variant in the UK. A source said attempts were being made to analyze the variant in a lab to see whether it could make the COVID vaccines any less effective, but it was too early to tell whether it would evade the jabs.
This post received a score of 1700, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Oh, I've seen this movie before.
This is literally how COVID PT1 happened. You'd think we learned that early closure of all international travel is crucial. Oh well.
It does seem like governments are taking it a lot more seriously, and trying to react more quickly to it, than the previous variants. With Delta, they were thinking, discussing, waiting until it was in their countries before they closed borders. It's still going to spread everywhere eventually, given that it's already in Europe. Can't effectively close the land borders, especially not at this point where everyone is fed up with measures, but at least this time they seem to be reacting on the order of days, not weeks.
I have seen a lot of news about the vaccine efforts to get people vaccinated. I have heard no news about developing better or new vaccines for COVID-19. Are any of the big pharma companies working on covering more of the proteins that COVID uses to get in the He cells?
They've tried a few but found no measurable benefit over the original recipe, so they haven't developed them further. If Omicron shows escape potential, then yes, they will, probably started drafting up plans already. There are also different vaccine delivery systems being developed, trialed from patches, adheres to skin, to sprays, in the nose. Though don't know which strains those are based off of.
Wait, how can there only be 83 cases if there were news that the new variant made up 75% cases of new cases in SA over the last 2 weeks?
Media gets confused. There's a relatively low number sequenced, the 77 number, probably increasing soon, but far more captured by proxy, 990 suspected. This variant has a signature on the common PCR is the difference. One of the 3 things it looks for comes back negative, S gene dropout, whereas on Delta it comes back positive. So with sequencing confirming it's Omicron, the others probably are too.
Just wait until we get hit with a double super secret variant 3.0 Extreme Edition.
By the way, this new variant is called Omnicron. Tell me that doesn't sound like a supervillain boss who can take over the mind of its host.
Actually, I think it's the Greek letter Omicron. Still sounds cool though. Fun fact, the World Health Org skipped the Greek letter Xi when naming variants because they didn't want to upset Xi Jinping. Take from that what you will.
Yes, Omicron is the Greek equivalent of O. What I'm curious about is, why did they name this variant Omicron instead of Epsilon E, the next chronological letter in the Greek alphabet?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.